All right, this is going to be the story of Thunderhill 2018. First of all, I got to say, you will remember that we took up a collection last time to make David Vodden shut up on the PA. Well, we did that again this time, but Thunderhill, they were very smart. They drove through the loophole. We collected money so that David Vodden couldn't talk 24 hours over the PA, and they just put somebody else onto that. We're going to have to rewrite the contract.
Please do note, this is important. So we have 25th anniversary material down at the pro shop, down at what's called the Winding Road now. We call it
Now, the 5-mile Thunderhill track, as it turns out, is pretty tough on cars. By midday on Sunday, there was at least a third of the field out. Even the vaunted Eyesore Racing, which was challenging for the win at the time, they done blowed up.
And so did the return of the Nash Metropolitan. To follow kind of a repeating theme, so Yokohama showed up with their car. This time, they had some special celebrity guest drivers from Hoonigan, and the drive shaft fell out. Now, they got the drive shaft back in thanks to the Paranoid Android team, so the next day they blew up. But they did give away a lot of free tires.
Yeah, they did. The following teams won free sets of tires. Number 172 Volvo, number 38 Kim Jong Elantra. Nemo Money almost won the race. It was a real race on Sunday. They got a free set of tires just for that. There was an automatic E36. It was a bunch of rookies that really had the right attitude. They got a free set of tires. And the number 424 Ford Contour with the textable video screen, they got a free set of tires. And last but not least, number 18, Dutch Rudder Racing, for going around in dirty-ass Evel Knievel sweatsuits all day and running a Merkur. Hey, they're just entertaining. They got a free set of tires. So this sponsorship may benefit you if you have even a marginally entertaining Lemons entry.
Did our horrible Lemons van get a free set of tires?
It did not.
The $500 my ass Lemons Boxster returned, and they upgraded their performance this time with a poo emoji. Let me just say, we don't really want to see Boxsters with Gulf racing themes, but a poo emoji, man, you're in.
After years and years of trying, the Volkswagen Rabbit Jackalope won Class C. And when this was announced at the awards, there was a huge cheer. Everybody was rooting for them to win. They finally did it. Well done.
And inexplicably, a race kind of broke out, and this was for the lead. So it was Nemo Money, it was Cerveza, and it was Eyesore. And on Saturday, they were swapping and passing leads while Eyesore blew up. But on Sunday, again, it was Nemo Money and Cerveza, back and forth, back and forth, back and forth. Ultimately, Cerveza won it, but it was a fabulous race to watch.
And on the subject of speed, there was this incredible sounding V8 swapped E36. $500 my ass. Now, as these things
Steve didn't like this car.
As usual, there's somebody, man, that's not within the spirit of Lemons. Like, I can't believe you guys are letting that race. Guess what? It did set fast lap of the race. However,
how long did that last?
This also happened.
Fast lap of the race.
And hell this week, John Pagel made a new Wheel of Misfortune for this race. It had lots of new fun penalties on it, including my personal favorite, the Cat Fancy penalty, where you had to take the centerfolds out of old Cat Fancy magazines and make that the new theme on your car.
Chuck Donnelly, veteran Lemons competitor, he of the Thunder Chicken, he of the racing Studebaker. He's earned a little leeway to bring a real cheaty-ass car to Lemons, which he has in this Subaru WRX wagon.
How could you possibly let that is a tragedy.
Now, they went to Sonoma and actually ran fine, didn't get any black flags. Did they win? No, they did not win. And they came to Thunderhill and they got all of the black flags. Now, the Subaru was prepared by one of the top Subaru tuners.
How could you possibly let that happen?
And somehow it goes out on track and the brakes failed and it smashed right into a Honda Civic, which wound up being the heroic fix, which we'll talk about later. And the Honda Civic, ironically, was owned by the owner of the other top California Subaru tuning shop. So this was really a business-to-business marketing opportunity created right here at the 24 Hours of Lemons.
B2B.
Welcome to Module 1, an introduction to B2B marketing.
Yeah, so the aforementioned heroic fix went to the meme machine Honda Civic, and indeed, this car was prepared by these professional Japanese car mechanics, and it had suspension mods, and it had giant 4-pot wheelwood brakes. They snagged a motor from a Integra GSR
B18 C1, no shit!
Yeah, so this thing was cheap as hell. It was $500 my ass. Anyway, they went out, and as always happens on these things, so what turned out when they reassembled this super cheaty motor, instead of setting the torque wrench to pounds-feet, they set it to pounds-inches. They over-torqued everything by about 1,000,000 foot-pounds. They ground the cam into powder. It was just hopeless when they finally then threw that motor away and put in a regular B18.
B18A, no shit!
So the boring old motor went back in, they finally got back out, and clang! They got creamed into, run over by some fool in a WRX. So, back to the drawing board, they put the car back together, they did finally get back out, and were not DFL well done.
On the subject of DFL, the I Got Screwed award went to Speed Chimp Racing and their totally awesome Mazda 787
so good.
replica, which of course is a Porsche 914 with a Mazda rotary. Now this thing overheated, it filled up with water.
You say of course. I don't know that there's anything of course about that.
That's true. We have become jaded to this 787B replica. It is a 1974 Porsche 914 with a Mazda RX-7 engine in the back of it. Now you are up to speed.
Unlike them.
So it blew up. It filled up with water. They had to make gaskets from scratch because you can't just go down and buy some of this stuff at AutoZone. They got it all back together. Then they realized the engine was still full of water and totally boned. They actually finished last. That is not hyperbole. It may be harder to do than winning in Lemons, but they achieved it and they got screwed.
The regional award for this race was the We Have Been Doing This Wrong All This Time trophy. And this went to the dudes with the Chodas.
Chodas.
That is, of course, the small block Chevy powered Lotus Eclat Elite. I mean, who even knows what this thing is anymore? Anyway, they've never been able to make this thing run. They brought it, totally did not run. So finally they just said, screw this, we're going to go rent the Aqua Volvo, which is a 40-year-old Volvo with a bone stock, naturally aspirated toe-up 300,000-mile engine in it.
Volvo B23, no shit!
And they went out and finished the race. And when they came back, they said, man, that was so much more fun than trying to make that goddamn Chodas run. What is wrong with us?
Judge's choice went to our friends at the Super Troop. Now, this is really kind of a Lifetime Achievement Award, but specifically for this race, the Super Troopers movie sequel was coming out, which was crowdfunded. I don't know what
why wouldn't it be?
Situation with the studio was there, but in any case, the Super Troop Lemons team donated to the crowdfunding effort, and at their level of crowdfunding, they got a shout out from the cast.
All right, Meow. Looks like we got some dumb motherfuckers in a Mercury Zephyr out there calling themselves Team Super Troop.
We think it's pretty awesome that our movie inspired you guys to make a team for the 24 Hours of Le Mans.
People have said your award-winning mustache ride is so good it's been banned by track officials.
Now that's real racing right there.
So we thought while you guys are relaxing right now, we'd challenge you to a syrup drinking competition.
1, 2, 3, do it.
Nice work, idiots. You're gonna be in the shitter for days.
Anyway, good luck out there to Super Troops John, Matt, Ilya, Frank, and Alvin.
You guys get out there and shake and bake!
Shake and bake.
So really, Lemons and crowdfunding for big screen movies, pretty much the same deal. Organizer's choice went to the Porsche 944 of Team Zoo. This was a rookie team. They showed up, they had great big furry costumes. They were so big that in fact, when it was time to get in the car and do the kill switch test, they could not fit in the car. So one of them had to take off their costume. They bribed the judges with Canadian Tire dollar coupons. John Pega loved that because he's got a house in Canada. These guys, they were just what you want to see in a rookie team. They kind of had their act together. They had good costumes. They had a good attitude. They were not an irritant. So, org choice.
This was a rare instance where the two top awards, Org Choice and IOE, both went to rookie teams. The IOE going to Run CRV in their Honda CRV. First ever CRV in Lemons. This was a 260,000 mile stock example that the guy either inherited or stole from his grandma. They just put in the safety equipment and they upgraded the stereo, and that was it. It had 3 different tires on it. It had the stereo, which was now louder, and they could play music during the race. And it just went around and around. It had a column shifted automatic. and it finished 58th overall out of 130 entries, beating many faster cars in the process.
They beat a CRX, they beat a WRX, they beat an Acura RSX, they beat several Chevy Corvettes, they beat a lot of BMW 3 Series, they beat a number of Porsches. Pretty good stuff. Here's Lemons in a nutshell.
Suspension setup.
Yeah, so out there in the yellow, going to the Omega, the first time I went into a corner under yellow, went around, turned left, and what the fuck was that, man?
Is that a ball joint?
And I don't know. And then I heard this big clunk fall underneath my car, and it was good.